What's up, people? Welcome to this week's episode of the Indy and Doctor podcast. Why are you copying me for? Why are you doing the arm? Why are you doing the arm at the start?
Do you know, I feel like I haven't done a pod in a while. I actually,
Karan,
Anji,
did you know that Sikhs are saving Parmesan cheese in Italy?
my wife, the Shindi, is so happy about this fact.
Why is she so? Oh, because she's a cheese lover.
She's a cheese lover, and within the cheeses, Parmesan, you know that say stop. Like she never says stop. It's like the dish comes out, and then it gets Parmesan. I'm like, Shindi, you've invented a new dish now.
Pretty much.
The only person second to her is Kenny. Kenny will put cheese in anything. So I don't know how you feel about cheese.
He's vegetarian and he's Amritari. What do you expect? All they have is cheese.
Yeah, okay, fine. But he just...
What do you mean, okay, fine? All they have is cheese, bro. Let them have it.
Look, I know you're coming off the back of RV and you got the recognition about dal. You know, you have 500 grams of dal.
Am I wrong?
Right, my protein. Listen, you've been vindicated, mate. Fully.
Thank you.
You've got the doctor, dentist. I just want to make this public now. I've got no issue with dentists. They can call themselves doctors. No issue.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, that's my position. Official position.
Okay.
So, Parmesan. Tell me about the Parmesan. That's my
Well, should we try and watch a video about it? How about that?
Lade.
They came from Punjab for greener pastures, literally. In northern Italy, a small town called Novalara hides one of the most unlikely immigrant success stories in Europe. Sikhs, many of whom fled unrest and economic uncertainty, ended up becoming the silent backbone of Italy's prized Parmesan cheese industry. They took on jobs Italians refused, waking up before dawn, working 7 days a week, sometimes pulling double shifts. Their dedication, unmatched. Their impact, immense. Today, Sikh workers are credited with sustaining Italy's iconic Parmigiano Reggiano production. And while the first generation faced resistance and blue-collar ceilings, a new Indo-Italian generation is dreaming bigger. Lawyers, engineers, and entrepreneurs. From dairy barns to boardrooms, they're reshaping what it means to be Italian. And it all started with milk, grit, and a whole lot of Parmesan.
Anji.
Punjab.
Obviously, the first comment on this reel is
Anji.
It's Punjab, not Punjab. Anyway,
it's great. That's the whole most important thing. I know
exactly what it is.
What he pointed to.
Obviously, casual xenophobia. I feel sorry for Italians.
Right. Why so?
Where is this in Punjab? Why are they only able to succeed in other countries?
Is that really a question?
Bro.
I mean, kind of explains it there. If they're trying to escape persecution to do
yeah, but they don't know that, do they?
Lands.
They didn't know that they fled in the 80s. Should we give a bit of a colour to this story then?
We should.
Found an article on BBC 2015 detailing this, so clearly I missed that. But recently, I've seen it a lot on my algorithm. You've seen it a lot on yours as well, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
So it's everywhere, this whole story of Sikhs single-handedly saving Parmesan cheese.
So it's such an interesting niche story. Like you been to Italy?
Yeah, I went with you, remember? And I went on the goddaughter trip, remember?
We don't talk of the goddaughter trip, do we?
We do talk about it.
Have you made your peace with it now?
Of course not, but you know.
Have you acknowledged how privileged you were to go to Rome on a goddaughter trip when us guys used to go to the beach?
Okay.
Yeah, just put that into context, little Indy.
Sure, bro.
I mean,
sure.
you were double private schools. It sounded like you even went to a private goddaughter equivalent.
It wasn't a private goddaughter equivalent.
It was clearly a private goddaughter.
Bro, it was ran like Bindus on tour, okay? That's what it was ran.
Those Bindus somehow got you to Rome, man. I mean, we couldn't
somehow,
get to the beach.
Yeah. Back when your British passport could take you anywhere. Anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm aware, like when I've been to Italy frequently, and there's so many Punjabi Sikh people there. And I didn't really understand. Okay, this is just me being naive, but my understanding was if you're in India and you want to get out of India, you go to England, you go to Canada, you go to Australia, you go to America. I was like, what is the pull to go to Italy? But apparently, it's just really good for them there. Some of them use it as like a midway then to come to the UK, is what I'm told. But then they end up often staying there because they just like it. The thing that they always tell me though is that the food is good, the people are good, the weather is good. If you want to employed work, it's quite hard. But if you want to do a business and start a business and run it, then there's quite a lot of opportunity there.
So the reason why these guys moved to Italy is because it holds a lot of similarity to Punjab, which is lands are flat, milking cows, running farms, weather's good, The conditions are very similar, and it just makes sense for them. So it's basically like a home from home are the phrases that people keep saying. And that's quite beautiful if you think about it. It's like, okay, another place in the 80s, 84 happens, you're trying to flee persecution, you want to go to another place that's similar. You also don't have to deal with the language barrier problem. You could just go do the job and people will kind of build an understanding off that, where you don't need to speak much. You just simply do the actions that you need to do on a farm.
Yeah, kheti work, exactly. I think definitely what's kind of alluded to at the end of the video now, though, is this, the next generations, that they're all deeply embedded, obviously speak Italian, I presume.
Indo-Italian, they call themselves.
I really like that term. I love the little animation they brought on there with the suits. Yeah, running it. I was like, just be careful here. You don't want to make it like look like Sikh mafia. Like that's not the kind of
Listen,
vibe we're
AI
going for.
generated images will do that. Okay, Asino pata.
Sanubala. Yeah. But yeah, doing a lot of trucky there. Very, very good kheti work. So, but specifically, I will think that now. I've been, like I said, when I go to Italy, I eat the food, the cheese comes out. I never think, "Sade bandiani kita," like, but that's
It's true.
big up, man.
It's true.
Big up.
So the village they're all based in is called Novarella, which is near Parma. It's actually near a famous F1 course called Emiliano Imola. Is it? Yeah, may have fucked that up, but it's called Imola, and it's an iconic racetrack. But they might stop racing there after this year. But it's actually right by there. It's 14 kilometers away. It's proper in the Bind, like in the middle of nowhere. There's not really much going on there. And apparently, you can only make Parmesan. You can only make Parmesan by EU law in that part of northern Italy.
Right.
So it has to be made there, produced there, and sent away from there.
I wonder why that is.
I have no idea. But
Quality assurance. They've bought the rights, so there's no competition.
Maybe it was the rights and a heritage thing. But super cool, because Sikhs went to go and do the work that people didn't want to go and do at the time. So I think Italy's economy at that time was in really well. People didn't want to do the grunge work in a farm. There was a pull for that and a need. They went and fulfilled it, and they've actually done really well and single-handedly saved the cheese industry, some say. I don't know how viable that is to prove, but fair. And it's all because the local kids didn't want to do it, and they didn't want to grow up and do the same work that their parents did.
Which, again, we look at this country and we talk about the fruit picking. We had seasonal workers that come over. So
fruit picking, shortages in many different types of labor jobs.
Yeah, and I understand that. Like, our parents, they worked hard. Some of them had businesses, some did other types of work. But then for us, it's like, right, you need to be a trained professional. So, yeah, the kids don't want to do it, but plus they've also been pushed to academia for other things as well. Now, the good thing I like is not simply that they've taken over the grunge work, though. They've built the business on the back of it. So now they own, the business. They can then employ people, and they're going up rather than just staying as...
Yeah, parts. Yeah. What's interesting is some kids who are born from that don't actually want to do the farming work. They want to now go and follow in the footsteps of the Italian kids that were saying the same things before, which is, I want to go and get an office job. I want to be a professional.
Yeah.
And then the cycle continues. So who's going to be the next wave of people to come over and fulfill the jobs that are going to be short again?
Needed to do. Yeah. And then you think, is it going to be another immigrant population that does it? Because it's that context thing, isn't it? This is not this, from what we've come from, this looks good to us. Therefore, we will come and do it. We'll happily and gladly do it. And then, like you said, they become comfortable. Then it'd be right. So we're in a less off position. This looks like good work for us. I loved how they did the analogy there with waking up in the morning. And you were like, I know you were thinking, Indy,
listen, in the article I read, one of the guys said the reason why we like doing the work is because we're actually awake at that time of day for prayers. So they're waking up at Amrit Bella anyway.
Right.
May as well get the kheti work done.
So they're doing the morning work Ratanu, correct?
Yes. No.
When are they doing it?
Shamru.
Svere.
Svere.
Yeah, buddy. I guess be one of them, innit?
Well, I'll say all of them, and then go on and say yes.
One of them, yeah.
Meant it.
Very good, buddy. Very good.
Yeah, it's a heartwarming story. But did you hear this? From one of the articles I found, there's a Singh there called Sukhvinder at the Gurdwara. He came to Italy 7 years ago, and he said they noticed a difference in attitudes towards them as a part of the country. Those who see us for the first time think we're terrorists or Taliban. That's really hard for us. But here, people know us. They are really nice. And that's because in that part of Italy is the first Gurdwara to ever be built in Italy in the year 2000. Because they were giving so much to the community, they were happy to give that to them as their own place of worship. Big respect. Big respect.
What I like about that story, and you know the common dialogue which is happening right now in the UK about immigration, integration, migration, all this type of stuff. And we talk about, and like whatever definition you and I have about what integration is, but about bringing your values and customs, but then finding a way to get on with the locals. That's a great example. Giving, right? Like Sikh, Seva, giving. That's the focus, not taking or receiving. That came later, but as a consequence of we're here to work and provide and just be good people, man. Like,
true, but then it's very easy to weaponize that. So, for example, now in Italy, the far right run the government.
Yeah.
It's very easy to paint a narrative of saying, those immigrants came here and took your jobs in the fields. How dare they? Let's push them out. And in some of the articles written, people who are Sikh are worried about that. They're saying, well, I've got Italian citizenship. I think I'm Italian. But according to those guys, they don't think I am. So it's the exact same narrative happening in the UK being played out over there. The story never gets old. You rinse and repeat it. Populism rises again, and it just keeps on going in a loop again and again. And it's all because people come over to a country to do the jobs that nobody in the country wants to do. It's really that simple. People need to understand that. No one's taking your job. You just don't want to fucking do it. I don't want to go in the fields and go and do that. I'll admit that openly.
Very hard truth for people to accept. And people, like what you described there, like most of history is cyclical, right? But people only look at the immediate kind of this. They don't look at this. They never look at wider context, which what you quite eloquently described there is bang on. Yeah.
Hopefully there's no issues with that going forward, but who knows, man? In the UK, when you think of nursing and all that stuff and people having nursing allowances to come over here and fulfill the jobs that are all international, and then they encounter mass amounts of racism from the elder people who are like, why is this immigrant looking after me? Why isn't it a British person? Because nursing jobs don't pay. Care jobs don't pay. Very low paid jobs, considering the work they do.
So on that point, I was having this discussion with somebody, and I said, the society that we live in, your pay is not proportional to the amount of social contribution your job delivers. And that is the problem with the economy. We value other things, but we don't value what actually contributes to society. So in an ideal world, people who care for people would be paid like footballers in an ideal world. But obviously it doesn't work that way. Nurses, on that point, yeah, man, I mean, all these changes, they're making to allowing people to come and thresholds for income and all that kind of stuff. The majority of nurses that I've seen are either from South India or from the Philippines, and both come with excellent English speaking skills. Yeah, and the work ethic is just, second to none. And you can't teach that. That's fully kind of ingrained. And that some days when I come onto shift, I'm like, I've got a wicked team on because this is going to be everything gets done. When then there's some days where, and the NHS is a great example of this, Indy, because it's so busy. Nobody really can monitor other people's work. Like, are they actually working? So if you run around,
will get away with it, yeah. Okay.
Smoking breaks, running around. Oh, I've been sent to this ward to take a patient or go and take the CT run. Like it's all bullshit, right? But because you've got so much of your own stuff on your own plate, you physically, like if I sat there and that's my job to audit efficiency, that's the only way I could do it. But after a while, you're just like, no. And so it's fine. So I try to even try and interact with those people. I know who the good ones are, and I just like, this is what we're going to do. Do this, this.
One of the good ones, yeah, Karan. Okay.
Exactly. So yeah, and you're right. It doesn't pay well. It's hard work.
Yeah, I had a point. Disappeared now, but it was something to do with that. What were we talking about? It was
state of play, incentivizing jobs that people don't want to do.
Jobs people don't want to do it. Jello, it's gone. Probably wasn't that important. Anyway,
Angie.
Long live the Sikhs. I'm kidding. No one mentioned the fact that they were Jat or caste, by the way, there, which I think was quite nice. It was just farmers. So doesn't necessarily mean you have to be of that caste to go and do that job. You can just be a person who wants to get stuck in.
Wants to get yeah. Yep, it's fact. I don't know if they are Jat. They may be Jat, but you're right. That's not the point.
No. Can't wait for someone to say it though. Hashtag Jots on top. That's what they'll put in the comments or something. You can see it. I can see it now, man. I could write all the comments for you if you want. Like,
guys, Indy is expert marketer. He just knows the trends, man. He just knows sabala.
I don't like knowing this much.
But you just do.
But I just do. Okay, right. You sent me a clip and I haven't looked at it yet.
Yep.
Should we look at it?
Yeah.
So you said this is a funny clip.
Yeah.
So let's see.
ਆ ਤੇਰੇ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਦੀ ਕਰਤੂਤ ਦੇ ਲਾ ਆ ਜਾ ਆ ਦੇ ਲਾ ਆ ਦੇ ਲਾ ਆ ਲੈ
ਮੂੰਹ ਇਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਦਾ ਕੁੱਤੇ ਦੇ ਹੱਡ ਦਾ
ਆ ਦੇ ਲਾ
ਹਰਾਮ ਦੇ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਕੱਜ ਕਰਦਾ ਓ ਯਾਰ ਇਹਦੇ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਕੱਜ ਕਰਦਾ
ਨਹੀਂ ਅਮਾ
ਆ ਕੁੜੀ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਮਾਸੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਰਸਤੇ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹਰਾਮ ਦੇ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਯਾਰ ਕਿਹੜੀ
ਆ ਮੈਂ ਗੋਪੀ ਆ ਕੰਮ ਚੱਜਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ
ਚੰਗੇ ਕੰਮ
ਰਸਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣਾ
ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰਦਾ ਤੂੰ
ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਗਾ ਗੋਰੀਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਨੱਚਦਾ
ਗੋਰੀਆਂ ਦਾ ਭੰਗੜੇ ਪਾਉਂਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਸ਼ਰਮ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਗੋਪੀ ਕੋਈ ਹਿਆ ਕਰ
ਉਹ ਵਿਚਾਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਅਮਾ ਦੇਖੀ ਭੰਗੜਾ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਉਣਾ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਉਹ ਮੇਰੇ ਤੋਂ ਹੀ ਪੁੱਛ ਕੇ ਚੱਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ
ਯਾਰ ਮੈਂ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਕਰੀਆ
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ
ਵਿਆਹ
ਪਤਾ
ਕਰਾਣਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ
ਗੱਲ ਕਰੋ ਨਿਊਜ਼ੀਲੈਂਡ ਚ ਆ ਕੁੜੀ ਮੈਂ ਵਿਆਹ ਇੰਨਾ ਹੀ ਕਰਾਉਣਾ
ਤਾਂ
ਗੋਰੀ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ
ਬੂਥੀ
ਕਰਾਉਣਾ
ਹੈਗੀ ਗੋਰੀ ਨਾ ਮੂੰਹ ਵਿਆਹ
ਮਾਰ ਚੋਲਾ ਮੈਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕਹ ਦੁੱਧ
ਚਲਾ ਦੁੱਧ ਚੜਾ ਲੈਣਾ
ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕਰੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਰਾ ਇਸ ਗੋਰੀ ਨਾਲ ਵਿਆਹ ਕਰਾਉਂਗੇ
ਆ ਬੂਟ ਤੱਕ ਦੋ ਹਰਾਮ ਦਾ ਹਰਾਮ ਦਾ ਟੱਟੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹ ਲੈ ਲਾ ਮੱਝ ਟੱਪ ਜਾਣੀ ਆ
ਮੈਂ ਟੱਪ ਜਵੇ ਮੈਂ ਇੰਨਾ ਵਿਆਹ ਕਰਾਉਣਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਆ ਸੱਚਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਨਿਊਜ਼ੀਲੈਂਡ ਚ ਪਿਆਰ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਯਾਰ
Hey, yo, that's the worst brother ever, man. Why would she throw him under the
paid him up, man. He's
Why
there.
would she throw him under the cow? He's actually milking a cow at that point.
Yeah. He's doing like rabba camera, right?
Going get the work
Mum
again.
smacks him, but you notice he doesn't lose grip of the others. He's still there.
What's mad is the mum grabs his hair for grip and then gives him 1, 2, going for it. He snaps. He's like, yeah, I'll fucking marry her. How about now? I'll marry her now.
And then he said, "Tusi karaunge later. You will get it done as well." He goes, "Tusi bira karaunge."
Because you see in his eyes, he's like, this motherfucker's done me over. He's like, I got to double down now. Yeah, I'm going to marry her.
Bro. Khanda, he goes, "Mummy, inu to bhangra bhi nahi aunda." And the star he goes, "Mummy, dekho touch karda." And she's like, "Why you touch? Who you touch? Kathe touch karda tu?"
Oh, man. Did you see the comments?
I have not actually. I can react to the comments. Go on.
Player at night, milkman by day.
Oh, that's good. Wait.
He's also a milkman by day and night, if you ask me.
You're the milkman, aren't you as well? Why were you the milkman again? Why do you call you
I
the
used to
milkman?
talk to white girls, that's why.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
Someone said this is Vicky Corshi when he wanted to get married to Katrina.
Oh, that's mean, man.
Mum said, do you think you got a face to marry a foreigner?
Oh, burn, man.
At least he was respectful to his mother while getting beaten up, unlike in the Western world.
Yep.
Someone said, I thought it was AP Dillon. I thought so too.
Oh, shit.
The fucking haircut. Haircut,
standard.
okay?
Don't know what you call it. I don't know why you all get the same thing.
Why? Bandeya? Why?
Her style maro.
Why?
Individualistic bano tusi.
Hi. All skin fade. I say this at least once every 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Skin fade, low cut dari, trim up, skinny build, no dollar. That's it. That's the look.
Shit. You never said that last bit. Okay, so skinny man's, yeah?
Bro, he's skinny as hell, man. Fair play to him. He gets it done. But
Fair play to him. Where's baggy
Fair
clothes?
play to him,
Fair
man.
play to him.
yeah.
Doing his toba. Okay, then. She.
Oh, God.
You liked it, yeah?
That was brilliant. That was so good. Did you have a white Ramal?
No, I was Patka Gang, man. We've talked about this, man.
The
You
whole
were a Ramal,
time?
boy.
You didn't have a Ramal at all? No time,
Zero.
no period.
Zero. It was either no Patka. That's it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Explains the hair loss, isn't it?
Is what it is, bro. Is what it is.
Kitchke.
Listen. You ready?
Listen.
Tera time bhi hoga.
Oh, it's coming. I can feel it.
No. I will accelerate. Dekhi tu. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't you worry.
While I'm
Don't
sleeping,
worry.
zzz. Yeah, I can see it. Got it in his dark moments.
It made me think of something. Remember that video in is either Rain or AK when they showed the back of a haircut and it was a Khanda.
Oh, the
haircut.
Khanda in the back. Yeah.
You're like, okay. Yeah, bro, because I'm really religious, so I'm going to Khanda in my hair. Okay.
That must have
Just-
been a forfeit or a dare or something.
Oh, like it's just
You got to have
things
some
are-
shame because that's too much, man.
Some things are so stupid.
The weird thing is when it's like growing back around it,
Yeah.
it just looks uneven again. It looks really
Yeah,
uneven.
yeah.
So either you got to commit to the bit or you have to just shave it through.
Mm. I don't know. I just don't get it. Yeah. Stupidity.
Kalyug, innit? I'm joking. It's not Kalyug. This is a nice episode. I had a good time. Except for that last disturbing video. Why would you show me such things?
I like how you used a good reference there. That was good.
How?
Kalyug, it is Kalyug, yeah.
Dark Age, bro. That's it. Yeah. Was coming to an end and Duniya's finished. Yeah.
No, that's not what Kalyug means, but okay. It's just don't
Duniya's
don't-
finished, bro.
It's not apocalypse. Not apocalypse. New
Apocalypse, man. I'm telling you, it's here. It's arriving. We're in the Dark Age. That's it.
Okay, I hope you're a prepper then.
We are in the
Daddy.
end game now. That's it.
We're in the end game, and when people have nothing else to do, they're going to listen to podcast. This will be their only source of entertainment.
Yes.
So dhyan de.
But I need entertainment of things happening around me
Right.
to speak about. Otherwise, we have weeks where we don't have an episode because there's nothing to talk about. So
It's called your wife, Sanj, and she's perfect entertainment for you.
listen,
Yeah.
I'm not here to make
Yeah.
content about my wife, but I will be
Listen,
mentioning her in the next segment.
Listen,
Shall we
you
move to it?
do. Yeah.
Shall we
totally.
move to the next segment?
Go on.
Yeah,
then.
come on, let's
you
do
want
it.
some?
Let's do it.
You want some? Confessions of Brown Monday.
I felt like that had more pizzazz to it. Well done.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Good feedback. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. So,
Nice PR.
yeah, on the topic of pyar, dunga pyar, deep love, which I'm having with the wife, the Shindi.
I don't want to hear about your sex life, man. Calm down.
That's not where I was going with that. So, nope. So, dunga is not mean that. Okay, you and I can have dunga pyar, and it's definitely not sexual. So, yeah, you just sit there and you tickle yourself. You look weird.
About to
little
get
man.
raunchy confessions of
Hmm.
Monday. Anyway, carry
So,
on.
kal, what does kal mean?
Yesterday.
Yeah, but kal, yeah, kal. But kal can also mean tomorrow as well. This is such a weird
See?
word.
See?
But it's good that you knew which one I was talking about.
Yeah.
Good lad. My good wife, मैं fruit mangaya. I said, darling, can I have a few berries? I've done this thing this year. I don't know if you've done it, but I was speaking to my Panoya, my other Panoya. No, is he my Panoya? No, he's not my Panoya. He's my Sala, Pardeep, basically, Pradeep. That he was
Shindy's
talking about.
brother. Yeah.
No, Shindy's brother-in-law.
Shindy's brother-in-law. There you go.
Yeah, we both are sadhus, I think is the correct term. Or maybe it's not. Yeah, maybe it's not. Anyway, whatever the rishta is, my brother-in-law in English, we were talking about he eats fruits seasonally. So I never used to do this. I used to just eat what I liked kind of throughout the year, what was available. And he was like, well, for example, strawberries are only available in certain months, so you should eat them in those months. So then I basically adopted this. And so I've been eating a lot of apples. And actually, I used to enjoy apples as a young person. Then I completely went off them. I don't know how you feel about apples. Then I went to apples and peanut butter, a great combination if you've not
Green
tried it.
apples only, baby.
Interesting. The green, what do they call them?
Grandmother, something was it?
I was going to say Greenwich. It's not Greenwich though. Yeah, it's something G. G the one, that golden apple.
Isn't it grandmother? Wait, hang on. What's it called?
It might be. Yeah,
Go
what's the
on.
name of the green apple? Golden, grandmother, Greenwich.
Granny Smith.
Granny Smith. Good lad. So, yeah, they are beautiful. But the pink lady, if you want to try the red variety, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so have you tried apple and peanut butter? Try that combo?
Yes, it works. Weirdly, I
Bangs.
was told this
Bangs,
by
isn't it?
Sanj. And I was
Bangs.
like, what? And then she said, try it. And I was like, oh, twatty. You blow my mind
A
here.
lot of bodybuilders use it as well. So that's where I learned it.
Nice little snack.
Nice little snack, good protein and good fiber. And apples are one of the highest foods which have the highest satiety, as in keeps you full. As I started thinking about that notion, apple day keeps a doctor away. I was like, it's not a bad thing actually, compared to all the other shit that people say. That makes no sense.
What's the
in
other
medical
shit that
land.
people say, doctor? Come on, tell me more.
You have
give me the doctor-isms that are not true.
have 5 fruits and veggies a day. That's really good for you. And
Why is that not good for you?
vegetables, fine. I think where people, if they're not careful with the fruits, they can just, for example, I had a gentleman who was basically he was juicing, right? Juicing. as in
Oh,
natural.
sorry. Juicing to me means something very
Yeah,
different. to what you
yeah.
say.
I was about to say natural juicing, not
Not
or
steroids.
anything. Yeah, not steroids. But he was drinking 2 liters of orange juice a day. fresh big oranges, right? And he's like, man, it's good.
But that's
sugar.
not fruit.
Well, it is fruit, but it's not. You'd never consume that many, like, eating wise. But obviously, when you juice it, you can juice as many as you want. It doesn't feel like the same. It's not equivalent, and that's what people need to be careful of. When you juice, think, would I eat that many of that? And the answer is no. Anyway, he became type 2 diabetic. So my only point here is,
Wow.
yeah. And the thing was, I
That's a
remember this
concern.
guy, Nigerian guy, music teacher, in COVID, in lockdown. And so I was talking to him. I was like, bro, you got no family history. You exercise. I was like, why is this guy type 2 diabetic? And I was telling him about his diet. He goes, I drink fresh orange juice every day, 2 liters. And I was like, 2 liters? Bottle pee like Pepsi di hai na, every day. Just sugar. He's like, it is naturally occurring sugar. I was like, no. Galta gal hai. Like, too much sugar, man. Too much sugar ho gaya. Tenu sugar ho gaya. Obviously said this in English. And so my point there being, be careful about how you eat fruit is the kind of point I was going to make. But apples, very high in satiety, keep you full, great. So I've gone very heavily toward apples. I kind of dropped berries for a while. But then, question go.
Any more doctor-isms? Obviously, the 5 fruits.
Yeah, they probably are. They'll come to me. They'll come to me. I mean, other things that piss me off.
Shall I Google some? Go on.
You can. I was in the pharmacy the other day. I was getting a dawai for ekam, clearly he's had the flu. And first I'm like, bro, why are you in the pharmacy for flu, man? Like, just rest up at home, innit? You don't need to be here. And then he's like, oh yeah, I need the paracetamol extra with the caffeine and the this and the this. I was like, bro, that's marketing bullshit, man. What? You are
just
unwell.
have paracetamol with a cup of coffee, buddy. Stay near.
No, don't even have the coffee. Like, you want to sleep. Why are you having caffeine?
Maybe he wants to stay awake. Maybe he's going to operate heavy machinery.
No. Then the dangerous guy there. I was amazed about the stuff. Obviously, you've run a pharmacy in the past, and you know about all this other stuff that I just never think to signpost patients of things like night nurse and day nurse and
listen. Night nurse is a staple in my house.
I know. So that's why I'm not saying anything bad against it. But
so good.
Okay.
Anyway, shall we go through some Dr. Fake-isms, and then you can come back to your Shindy story.
Go.
Cracking joints causes arthritis.
No evidence for that. Yeah.
No. Does the cold weather make you ill? Bessie Perry said that a lot, to be fair.
That is a good one. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think it increases, if you're going to have an infection anyway, it increases the chance you haven't gone. That's fair. Repeated exposure. I think the thing that they say, for example, you've had a shower and you got into the Khanda, that's fair. That's a fair point. It's a change in temperature.
Yeah, but in Scandinavian countries, they let their Nyane sleep outside in the cold. Obviously, they wrap them up warm.
Yes. So, but the difference there is, so what you're describing is something that they've evolved, and that's normal for them. In the same way, African tribes can
evolve
run around.
They Pokemon.
Yeah, man. The African tribes that can run for miles, and they don't become hypoxic at altitude because they have evolved, and their mutations help them do that. If we try and adopt these things, it just doesn't work. What have we evolved to in the UK? Don't know. I don't know what useful adaptations we have.
Fish and chips, bro. That's it.
Fish and chips. We're used to rain. Maybe that.
Sure. Drizzle. Grey. Everything is grey.
Everything is grey. Welcome.
Antiperspirant causes breast cancer.
I wasn't aware of that one. Okay.
Sugar making kids hyper.
Yes, fact. And adults. Bro,
apparently it's not true.
I'm the example of that, man. Full fat Coke. If you ever want to see what it'd be like for me to be drunk, trick me into drinking full fat Coke, and you will see.
You can't say that because you've never been drunk. You can't say it.
Jolo, what I imagine drunk to be, based on what I've seen people like drunk, or actually, okay, maybe not even drunk. Maybe like if I had cocaine, right? Like just woo, full fat Coke. Just yeah.
If you had cocaine, it would get stuck in your body, bro. In your muncha, it would just be there. You're like, listen, it's not working. I need another line. It's not working.
Bro, you make it sound like, you remember in Wolf of Wall Street when they had all those pills? Like, it's not working, man. It's not the Quaaludes.
I've been in nothing. Let's take another one.
Don't answer the phone. Put the phone down. Good. Just for facts, right? I once did Tamal. Tamal is a move where you hop on one leg on my friend's car bonnet after some Coke. So Coca-Cola, okay? Just be clear there. Very clear. Not endorsing drugs here. So sugar, hyper, absolutely.
Myth.
Okay.
X-rays cause cancer.
No, in fact, it's a lot. So a CT scan is about 80 X-rays worth. And so what we have to be careful of is the repeat exposure over a lifetime of X-rays. Another more common example is if a young lady comes in who's of childbearing age and we suspect a blood clot, the way we look for that is one of the scans we do is a CTPA, which is a special type of CT looking at the vessels in your lungs. The risk is higher for breast irradiation, so cancer causing breast cancer specifically in the future. So then we counsel people on that. Would you like to have this scan? We could do a slightly better scan, a different scan. So yeah, there is a fact.
It says myth here. Damn. Okay.
No. But also when you fly though, a consultant once told me this though, there's some people get funny about having the X-rays, an X-ray, not CT. The same amount of radiation you'll get from an X-ray you get when you're flying, and nobody bats an eyelid when they fly.
Oh, Lelo.
I thought it was a great one to use with the people.
Egg yolks are bad for you.
Yeah, false myth.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good
Erectile dysfunction is mental.
Is mental meaning? Oh, it's the cause is psychogenic?
Yeah, the cause is mental.
Can be. But there are very real conditions.
Very, very rare.
I'd say the majority of people that do suffer from it, I would say is probably psychological. And then the rest would be things like type 2 diabetes, ischemic heart disease. Basically, to have an erection, you must have vasodilation, so blood that must go to the penile tissue. If you have other priority organs that require the blood, remember that's not priority. The heart is priority, brain's priority, kidneys are priority. So if you have poor blood flow, poor blood supply, conditions that increase blockages, it can become an issue. But performance anxiety, yes, big thing.
Yeah, performance anxiety is different to constant dysfunction.
Yeah. Fine, but we're talking generally.
Okay. Chalo. Sorry, carry on.
Hanji. So back to my dunga pyar, non-sexual dunga pyar. Yeah.
Non-sexual indeed, yes.
Yes. So I wanted. So I fancied some berries. Had not been on berries for a while. Ekam loves berries, and I was like, "Chalo de do na." So Shindy did me a bowl of strawberries and blueberries, and so I eat the strawberries. I'm like, what is that? At first I was like, did Shindy vomit on the strawberries? I was like, there's some weird kind of. I can't smell anything, but I don't
Was it
smell
the fluff?
since COVID. No, it wasn't fluff, and I was eating it. I was like, okay, is it ulli? Is it like, have the strawberries gone off? No, the strawberries haven't gone off. And then I tried the blueberries. Blueberries fine. I mean, blueberries are pretty much tasteless anyway. And then I worked it out. So Shindy was preparing some other food. We were having some bruschetta. And so into the sourdough bread, she's.
Can you say that in the normal English so people know what you're on about?
Bruschetta.
Thank you. Yeah.
But the correct Italian bruschetta.
Yeah. I know that, but 90% of people ain't going to know that.
Now you know, okay? Satan, okay, I got it. So what she was infusing into the sourdough bread was garlic, which in Punjabi is?
Lasan.
So what was I eating? Lasan strawberries. And
Banging.
Oh, no. But the thing was, it was like Russian roulette because some of the strawberries clearly didn't have it. So I was like, oh, great. And I'm a rational, right? I want to have one strawberry and a couple of berries left at the end.
Of course
so
you do.
Right? So I had like 2 strawberries left. I was like, which one's got the lasan? Which one hasn't? Because I want to have the final nice taste.
Got a yam it, bro.
Yeah, and sadly, fortunately, I had the one which was really mitti, and then the next one was not. And then, so then to balance it all out, I had to go and get chocolate, and then
Then all that benefit of not having sugar, and you went straight to the sugar. What up?
So just to be clear, the chocolate I had was like a mini celebration, like icky, not like a bar or anything. On the strawberry note, though, we went strawberry picking. Have you ever done this, Indy?
Nope.
Wow, I mean, obviously for Ikam, but I haven't been before. It's just amazing.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying wow for Ekam, but you're actually saying wow for yourself as a fully grown 34-year-old adult.
Yeah. Like you go there are so many strawberries.
Wait, are you 34 or 35 now? You're 35
I'm 35. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're a middle-aged man, Hanji.
Thank you. Yeah, it generally is. You know that stat you always read? You're like, middle age isn't 50 because most people don't live to 100. Middle age is probably 35. And you're like, oh, shit. But yeah, man, strawberry farm. Wow. Like just the most mitte strawberries ever. They say don't eat the strawberries as you go along the picking, but like you just do, you know. Obviously,
is there limits how many you can pick?
No, you have a dabba. You just fill it up and then you weigh it and you pay for it.
I thought you pay on entry as well.
You do. So you pay for admission, that's cheap, and then you pay on exit for the amount of strawberries you pick.
They
We
should
should
do
go,
this
man.
with all fruit. That way you won't need fruit pickers. See what I did there? Immigration problem
genius.
solved.
Mate, I'll give Nigel a call. Man needs a job.
Listen,
needs a
I'm telling
job.
you. I'm telling you.
Man
If you
needs a job.
glamorize it, it's like
Yeah.
self-checkouts.
Right,
You know? Oh, it's quicker.
right. Yeah. Can't remember
Just
that
take
point.
it. Just taking money off people, you know?
That's it.
AI taking over the world, computers taking over the world. Do things yourself. Don't worry. Everything's not necessary. Do things on your own.
On that point, I had a really serious discussion with, I think I definitely had it with Shindy, but I was having with somebody else. I don't know if you saw that. You know how Stephen Bartlett's kind of pivoted to more debates now rather than just one-on-ones? I don't know if
That
you've seen any of them.
charlatan, yeah.
That guy. But he had a debate talking about AI specifically and job displacement and the purpose of humans. They had an evolutionary biologist on there who's kind of the balance. You had entrepreneurs saying, yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to 10x everything. And then you had him saying, but what will humans do? And purpose. And where will the income come from? Is everybody just going to be on benefits? Really good watch. If you haven't watched it, please do watch it.
Don't want to watch it.
Okay, fine. But I think when we had a chat a while ago, the things that you were concerned about, yeah, man, next 5-10 years are going to be very, very interesting.
Oh, now
times.
you listen. Okay, that's nice. Because Stephen Bartlett said it.
No, he didn't say it. It wasn't about him saying it. It was the evolution biologist, something, I can't remember his name, but he had a very good take on things. So yeah.
Mennu Garlison. Okay. I could see from a mile off.
Meri Garlison, not Mennu
Okay.
Garlison. What the hell does
Listen
Mennu
to me.
Garlison mean?
Listen to me.
Say
Yeah?
that phrase again. Mennu
No, fuck
Garlison.
off. Fuck off. Let me land, all right? Listen to me. Listen to me going forward in the future. Okay.
Go.
I see things coming in marketing world, in AI world, more quickly than most people would, because I'm in it daily.
Go on. Predictions, go.
So the prediction I told you is already going to be taking people's jobs. It's going to
Okay, what else then?
essentially be more and more of an issue over time.
Okay, fair. So what then becomes the purpose of humans?
Don't know. That's not for me to figure out, but I'm telling you, it's not a good idea. We need to stop it.
Okay, it's not going to stop. You know that.
Very aware.
So then what's your alternative solution? You sound like Gary at the moment. Give me a solution.
I
What
don't.
do you want
Gordon,
to-
Gordon, okay, this is the problem. People think that when somebody says there's a problem, you need a solution to it. No, I can just call out the problem.
You have, but let's have a discussion about what's your opinions on. Okay, so do you think there needs to be more regulation? Do you think there needs to be jobs created in parallel to AI?
I
What do you
think
think, man?
in the future, you're probably going to need a universal basic income standard to keep people going. That's what you're going to probably need. No
So
one
Musk has
likes the
talked about
thought of
this.
that because you're like, oh my God, shit. People are mad benefits. Shit. But you know, that's unfortunately coming because de-skilling of people, automation taking over, it's natural that will occur.
How do you feel as a
Whether
marketer?
people embrace it and get around it, then that's fine. As a marketer, you have to just use it as much as you can and stay ahead of it, or use it to your benefit to speed up your job so that it doesn't replace you. But
So
there
does
are
your-
some creative parts of jobs that are
Yeah.
being taken away from prompts that can be done via AI.
Got it. So does your role become more of a managing of the AI rather than the doing of the
It might
what the AI
do
is doing?
over time in the future. Yeah, it might do. But also some people's jobs are your pressure in your job will go up because they expect higher productivity from you because you have an AI now.
AI.
You could to do more things. That's a misunderstanding of it, thinking that it could do everything now. It can't, but eventually it might
It
do.
will. Yeah.
So it doesn't really
agree.
create a great work environment.
And what about what jobs? So somebody was saying, who was saying it? So we're saying, fine. So you have you have AI, and you have this what they call general intelligence. Have you heard of this term?
No.
So they're talking about we've got AI at the moment that does things, but think of Jarvis from Iron Man, that kind of level of intelligence where you have a humanoid robot that can cut your grass. iRobot, cut your grass, do your roti, that kind of stuff, right? So then they were saying, okay, so then you could have entertainers, right, that were robots as well. But then really, as a human, you'd want an authentic experience, a real human being a comedian or a podcast or whatever. And so it was talking about the value of, let's say, entertainers may go up in the future because they're real people and you wouldn't want robots to do that. So yeah, the landscape is definitely going to shift. Which jobs do you think are safe that robots will never do?
Anything's open season now, mate. If you can make AI podcasts that are better than what me and you can say already, and that's just using our voices to make a succinct point, that doesn't scare you a little bit?
चलो देखते हैं.
And as is a creative venture.
Hmm.
But there's been times where I've struggled to get a point together. I've typed it into an AI prompt and it gives me the point that I want to say perfectly. That's good. However, it's diminishing your understanding of how to problem solve. So,
Reliance.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yes.
You're
You
gonna
can
chips-
call out a problem, bro, without knowing the answer to it. Like, it's
No,
cool.
that's not a problem in itself. I'm saying let's go one step further. Let's not stop there. It's good that we had this discussion. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen? Otherwise, we're just saying this is bad. Full stop.
It's not good because it leads to this. That's not a full stop. You can say what it leads to.
Okay, it leads to bad things. So what will we do?
Other bad things.
Yeah, lots of bad things. I think you're fair. There's a fair point. There's things we don't even know it'll lead
Listen,
to.
Baji, strain on the NHS, to the mental health, खराब हो जाना, okay? And then what?
Straight. No, mate. We've got the robots, man. They're going to be taking care of patients. Tika. Problem. The
They
staffing problem
have
sorted.
they have no mental health needs. They don't
They
feel
have.
sad.
Oh, they don't get tired.
Exactly.
What's funny is there's a speech I gave in 2020 where I actually talked about this as a joke. I was like, imagine it's 2070 and you have doctors you can program. Doctors don't get tired. I was just all dying saying it. There we go. Apparently, there's this thing in this model city they've built in China where they have a medical ward run by robots that they're testing. The feeling at the moment is that it'll be more of a sort of an assistant rather than the main whatever. But again,
Yeah, that's how it starts.
That's how it starts. Displacement of jobs. And then we start thinking about Skynet and Terminator, and then we're like, okay, so how
Yes,
do we,
we
where
do.
are the
Yes.
fail safes here?
There isn't a failsafe.
Yeah, but then you listen to like the people who are in this space, and they're like, well, if we stop because of things you're saying, then somebody else will get there. And if somebody else does bad things with it, then that's not good. So then we also need to
okay.
do it.
Great justification. Yeah, cool.
If we're all
So
mutually
if we
not going to
stop
stop,
making a nuclear weapon, it just means somebody else is going to be quicker at making a bad nuclear weapon. So let's just make the nuclear weapon. Did no one watch Oppenheimer?
I still haven't seen it. I do need to watch that. I really want to watch it. Maybe when I come to yours, I'll watch it again.
It's 3 hours long.
Chartika, so I'll watch it. I'll do better. I mean, you fall
And it's a
asleep anyway.
3 hour intense, tiring watch.
Yeah. So you'll fall
Like,
asleep.
a lot of
watching the
physics
fire.
and logic. No, I like it because it's Nolan and I like the cinematography, but there's a lot of theory in it. And I could have really done with subtitles to keep up with it in the cinema.
Fair play. You want like an explainer video, like coming in.
Not even. I
This
just
means
needed to
this.
see the words that they were saying because sometimes things were getting used too interchangeably. And I get that's how physics works, but yeah.
And you watched 2 films on that day, didn't you, as well?
I went from watching Barbie to Oppenheimer, two
Yeah,
very
so
opposite spectrums.
which order?
Of the film. Barbie first, Oppenheimer second.
I think you were tired.
Yeah, a little bit.
Little
Little bit.
Tiga. So I had Lasan strawberries, and once my robot, apparently Musk is calling the robot Prime, and when it's released, it's going to be called Optimus Prime. Quite clever with the words there. My robot, who I'm going to call Indy, will get my strawberries right. So yeah, but listen,
I am not going to be your knocker. No one called Indy should be your knocker.
What I call my robot is between me and my robot. What's it got to do with you?
Do not call it Indy. That's weird, bro.
Wait a sec, wait. Your name is Indavid.
That's
okay?
weird.
This is
That's
Indy.
weird.
It's different.
That's weird.
What names am I permitted?
Anything but my name.
Jagga?
Very simple. Really.
Jagga,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Jagga
Go
for-
for it. Go
Jagga's
for it.
fine for the robot. Okay.
Fine. It's just not my actual name.
No, but Indavid is your name.
It is, but this is the name of the podcast. Imagine me going around the house saying, Doctor, what are you?
What?
And then it's a robot that comes waddling in.
Do
How
you
can
know
I
who
assist you today?
Do you know
sir?
who get pissed off by that? Sanj.
Why?
He's on my wall. I listen to him. And now you have to say his name every 2 minutes.
See?
Alexa कहंदा ਸੀ ਹੁਣ ਤੂੰ doctor ਕਹੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ.
See?
I wouldn't mind it. I'm happy for you if you want to call you robot doctor. I'd be
You're weird,
honored.
bro.
I would be honored. Honored.
You're weird.
Honored. And you'd program it so it'd have my voice as well.
So,
Do you know what'd be funny? I would put some malware virus into it, right? You'd ask it something, Indy, like ask it a question, whatever, and then it would go, noted.
you fucking wish. Right. Can I get to my points now?
Chal, that's.
Did you know that Lynx Africa has been discontinued?
Oh, what?
That staple. This has
Oh
been
my
in my
God.
phone to talk to you about for 2 months and I forgot to mention it.
Lynx Africa is what I grew up smelling on my dad. The red
Fantastic.
and the
On your
red
dad.
and the black.
I thought you were on about in changing rooms at school, bro.
Yeah, there as well. But the dad had it. That is the red and black one, isn't it? The logo. No.
Green
Why?
and black.
What has
Sorry,
happened?
green and red.
Green and red. Yeah. What happened?
I don't know. It's just stopped. Lynx released something saying you may have heard that our iconic African scent is getting discontinued. We know it hurts, but don't worry. The rest of your favorites are still here to keep you smelling fine. And who knows? Maybe one day it'll make a legendary comeback. We appreciate your understanding in this period of adjustment and apologize for any inconvenience caused. Hashtag RIP Lynx Africa.
Okay, it doesn't explain why it's been discontinued.
No.
Not at all. I'm going to be honest though. I can't remember the last time I saw Lynx. Do you still use Lynx?
No, because I used to, and I think about this all the time. I
Right.
found this one Adidas sports deodorant in an orange and black container,
Right.
and I could never find it again. And the smell of it was elite. It was
Right.
so good. It was like a antiperspirant perfume smell. I've never been able to find it since.
Okay.
So good. But I never use Lynx Africa too much. I just use Shaw now. Whatever's available. Whatever's
I was gonna
cheapest.
say, oh, it doesn't make it.
But
I'm
female
like you.
Shaw, I told you,
Sure.
told you about this. Female Shaw life hack. It smells so good. It just doesn't last that long on a male scent. But man, it smells good.
Do you want to have I gone through recently? There's one with a kind of like a light green cap, a pear and something.
Do you want me to
Have
go and
tried-
get the one that I steal from Sanj occasionally? I'll go get it right now.
Get it right now.
Okay,
Look
wait
how
there.
they- Right. He's gone now. Look how that's the real confession. The real confession is that he steals things from Sanj. Sanj, you're listening to this right now. He steals his stuff. Right? He steals the squash. He's just a stealer. And then he tries to frame you. He'll leave just a little bit left. So it makes you think.
I can
Oh,
hear
you
everything
did a
you're
problem.
saying. You're
I know you can hear it. But you do, you frame Sanj. Right. Ah, yes. The car.
Look at it.
What flavor is it?
Flavor.
Oh, scent kiya.
Flavor.
Yeah.
Oh, it tastes so good. Bright bouquet.
Oh, right. Give me a second.
So good. Bright bouquet, baby. He's gone to go and get his now. Oh, Garen loves smelling Shindy's scented things. Oh, yeah. Probably uses her shower gel in the bathroom as well. Yeah. The funny thing is, he's hearing this, so he knows exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, bright bouquet.
Told you, man. Same thing. Told you. Nice ho gaya.
Nice ho gaya. Punjabiyan di deal hogi. Deal is deal.
Shall we both spray it now? It is summertime. Oi, oi.
It's like ASMR. What's going on here, man?
It smells so good, bro.
Look
It smells
at
so
you.
good, bro.
You're loving it, man. It's so funny.
It's so good. Anyway,
Andy.
Lynx Africa, RIP. You were legendary. There was I got a story for you. In year 8, I had really bad BO. There was a girl in my class who bought me a pack of Lynx fragrance stuff. It was like shower gel and stuff. And then I was like, oh, cheers, thanks. It was like a Christmas thing. I took it home and my sister said, that's a hint. I said, what do you mean? She said, it's a hint that you smell. I was like, oh, I just thought she's being nice. So there you have it. That was the first inclination I got that maybe I smell a little bit pungent. And it's because I used to walk all the way to school with bare books in my bag. So you get to school drenched in piscina.
Oh, yes, those days, isn't it?
The paranoia.
I'm just trying to think. And you had uniform, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Let me just adjust the
Yeah.
mic stand, but carry on.
Kala. Yeah, so you got that uniform problem. You hang up your uniform when you come back. It's full of piscina. You probably have a couple of white shirts. Fine. Then you play football at lunch. More piscina. Yeah, it's not a good look. But quite interesting branding on this tin as well. It says, "It won't let you down." Look at that.
Goran, if we deep it, in school, we used to have PE in the middle of the day, which meant
Yeah.
for the rest
And-
of the day, you was
piscina.
thinking,
Just trying to think now. Because, yeah, if it was swimming or rugby, we would have a shower. But PE wouldn't have a shower specifically. PE was
Yeah.
like, yeah, you do lesson and then, you just put your kapde back on and you carry on. But I guess we were in all boys' schools, so they were like, going, you can just smell each other. Tika, koi gal nahi, no problem. Don't care.
nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just nice ho gaya. There was
That's-
I don't know if you ever had this, but like the perfect day where the last 2 periods on like a Friday were games.
Yes.
That ever happened to
Fridays.
you? Fridays, yeah. Did you have that? That
Yeah,
was that was the one, man. I used to be like, this could not be more perfect.
Mm.
Exactly when you want it. And then you went into like a different year, and then you'd have PE first lesson on your Tuesday, and you're like, That's weird, man. Because
I just had my
something fun.
breakfast.
Well, I had
But
breakfast.
you have to
then
still
fun-
come to school in uniform. You can't come to school in your PE kit.
Correct. Then you play cricket or something fun or rounders or whatever.
And you got to go to
baseball.
maths.
And then you got to go to lesson. You're like, no, I've got the rest of the day. But the fun thing should be at the end. Like, it just messed with me. Really messed with me. I did not like that. Even that thing you just mentioned there. So I used to play cricket for the school. And so we used to have home games, right? You'd come to the school and you have to come in uniform and then get changed into your whites at school. I'm like, I'm coming from home to play cricket. Why can't I come in whites? I'm like, no, jackets and blazers. Like Coach Carter, he's like, jackets and blazers, game day. It's literally that.
Listen, Coach Carter was different, all right? All he asked them for was to get a C-. They lost their shit. They lost their shit.
When you deep that right, the contract, like, you have to sit in the front row of your classes, attend the classes, and get a C-. He's not like he's asking for A's, is he? Like his own son. What did he say to his own son? You need a 3.9 GPA. You want to come to this school. You want to play on my team? You are late. As a 455, you are late. You do a suicide zone. He rips into his own son, man. A great film. What are you?
People lost their shit over a C-, man. Fucking hell. Crabs in a bucket mentality. Anyway.
Yeah. Come on. You know the bit when they win the championship and he gets the progress reports. He's like, no. Oh, hell no. And the next scene's opened up. He just puts a massive lock on the door. No basketball today.
Done. No basketball. He carried that film, man. Samuel Jackson carried that film. Because aside from him, the rest of that film was ass. Okay.
Well, who else was in there? We had that young thingy in there.
Yeah, young Channing Tatum.
Yeah, young Channing Tatum was in there. Yeah. Mr. Lyle. It's good film, man. Mr. Cruz. Mr. Cruz. What is your deepest fear, Mr. Cruz?
Our deepest fear is if we are inadequate.
Great film, man. Great film.
Anyway, right. My confessions now. Jello. Karan, I have a bit of a dilemma. I have to learn a bhangra routine by this Sunday. It is Thursday. I've only watched one of 3 videos. I haven't practiced it because I'll be honest, I haven't had time. A little bit anxious about learning it in time. So yeah, help me out.
Listen. All you need to hear at this moment is, you ready for it?
Okay.
You don't know who you're dancing with, but you're going to be the strongest dancer on that team. Okay, for that performance.
I still need to learn it.
Listen, you're going to be the strongest. It's obviously for a wedding or something like that or whatever.
It is for a wedding. I still need to learn it.
You'll still learn it, but listen, you're a goat dancer, mate.
You
don't worry about it.
Listen,
Listen,
a long time.
you just do a few bumps, right? A few formalinas. Who did the choreo? That's the question.
One of the groom's mates. The groom will remain anonymous. I don't think he wants to know.
No, what I mean is, sorry, let me elaborate. The person who's in the choreo, bhangra dancer or just
yeah, it's a bhangra dancer. Yeah.
All right, cool, fine. Choreo complex or basic? Like, is this all bhangra dancers or mix?
All bhangra dancers by the sounds of it.
Oh shit, man, you got a problem, man. You need to.
See, yeah, when you went from strongest dancer, like, oh, maybe you might have to.
Yeah. So when you're doing it with family, you know what was it's all about nakarane. I always tell family when they get really nervous, like, Goni, just have fun, man. Like, fun karna. Don't snap on shikke. That's it. Jitna si.
Yeah, this is different. So I'm like, okay, I actually have to be adequate. So I'm a little bit anxious.
3 choreo videos, bro. 3 choreo
Yeah, but
videos.
it's because it's 3 different mixes. They're like a minute long. It's like a 3.5 minute set. Yeah.
That's quite long.
I like the first one on the tube by just watching it again and again and just doing hand movements.
Tell me there's jumbo, yeah? There's jumbo in there.
Yeah, but the jumbo choreo is actually quite complex. I was like, geez, you didn't have to make it this complex. It could have just been
listen.
real simple and chill.
Post retirement from bhangra, post competition bhangra, when you do these types of things, Chumbad should be 16 beats.
One hand in the air. That's it. Done. That's it. Nothing more.
Right? And there should be no, I don't know if there's formations. Formations should be windows. Basic formations,
yeah,
right?
that's it. And there's what's the other thing? There's no jumps and no squats. So there's no gear and no jumps. So yeah.
And no props, I presume.
No props. No.
Very good. Well, look, I wish you well. Maybe you go to the back.
I was only asked to do this on Monday because I said, no, I'm not doing it at the start. I said, I can't do it. Like,
Then what happened?
Body-wise. Then the groom messaged me saying, can you do it? I was like, all right. Because you asked. You can't really say no, can you?
Can't say no to was that, and obviously you wanted to make a bit of a
No,
comeback.
I actually don't. I didn't want to, but it is what it is.
Sanj doing it, not doing it? Or?
No, she isn't doing it.
All right, cool, fine. So Sanj, make the funny videos, get all the angles that we don't, Indy's not performing well in.
You know what's funny? She ain't gonna hear this till next week, so she would have missed it. So
Right.
you know,
So I'm going to private message Sanj after this. Need to remember to get some good angles. What
she
are you
ain't
wearing?
doing none of that.
What are you wearing?
It's a black tie.
Okay. You be careful, man. Don't get
No
slippy with
bread
the
for being
shoes.
ripped. I'm not going. I'm not going mad or anything. No.
Yeah, and shoes. Shoes on. Shoes off.
Shoes off, man. Come on. Let's not be
Shoes
silly.
off. All right. Cool. Fine. Just be careful, man. That's what I'm saying. It's been a while. You've got health
Has been a
issues.
while.
Your back doesn't work. I mean, your wrists don't
Actually,
work.
my back's all right. You know, I think it's more the
Oh.
knees.
Okay. What's the most explosive move you can?
You're like, okay, that's positive. Yeah, good. You're doing good. Like you spotted an open wound or something. You're like, you're doing pretty good. It's fine. Everything's cool. Don't worry about it.
You know, like in those films, like, tell me how bad it is.
Like, okay, yeah, it's good.
You're gonna be just put a bit of pressure on them. Look, I think, yeah, you got pedigree, right? You're an experienced dancer,
Okay.
and
I will learn it in time. I think I'm just making this longer than it needs to be.
And have some Coca-Cola. I'm not going to say Coke anymore. Before it happens, get that, get your energy up. Have some jelly beans or something. Just, you know what the things to do. Stretch. Make sure you stretch, Indy. You know what happens if you don't stretch. Okay.
Yeah.
Do a little mini run through so you're a little bit tired.
So here's the question: do you step outside with everybody and do like a little lads? If you got like 15 minutes, let's just go through it.
Walk through. Yeah.
Or walk through outside in the corner.
Yeah.
And it's a staple at a wedding, isn't it? If you've got a wedding full of capable people who can dance, there's always like a little group section in the corner that are practicing the routine that's going to come.
Yeah. I mean, I do recently now where if there is these longer routines happening, I'm like, right, I'm going to join. Do you remember that VCU set with the old?
Oh mate, I want to
team?
join for like the beginning and end. I don't want to do the jumper bit.
Jumper's fine though, because Jumper's walk through in it. But
Yeah,
I guess you're
this
saying
is
it's complex
jumper,
complex. Yeah. I don't think I'll. Why are you doing complex jumper, man? Come on. Is the groom bhangra dancer himself?
Yeah.
Good shot. Here you go. Fine. How about the bride side?
No idea.
There's probably not bhangra dancers.
No idea. Find out.
Just play for the other team, man. Find the wedding, sit with the bride. No,
I can't do that.
I'm here to enjoy. It's fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be
Thanks,
fine.
man.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Video, Laddy. Show us all afterwards. You hold.
I will not show you all afterwards, but thank you. Thank you for your kind words.
Why are you embarrassed?
Because it might be bad.
Yeah. No.
Exactly. It might be bad. It's real simple. It might be bad. I might do really badly. I don't care about anyone else. I might do really badly. And then I have to watch that again and again.
And your followers want to see that. That's it.
Absolutely not. Right.
All right. Final
Next
point.
thing.
Final point I'll say on this, right? That's not about Indy. Just grab that mic, right? Manny.
Oh, the guy.
What did he say? Was it Manny? It wasn't Manny. What did he say?
Yeah, the
Manny?
groom's name is Manny. Yeah.
Yeah. Manny.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Yo, Manny. Man United.
That guy was weird, man. For those who don't understand, you got to go back a few episodes to find that clip. But there was a wedding I went to, unfortunately, and there was a guy who was a DJ who was off his base, drunk, and he was just screaming into the mic, yeah.
Chocolate.
Come on.
At some point.
Come man. That's what he was doing. Fuck. My throat hurts after doing that. Actually.
Boli pani, don't worry, man. Indy's got this. Indy boli pane. That's it. Hey guys, I'm Indy.
Throat, man. Damn.
I'm Indy from the Indy Doctor Podcast. I just want to open this bhangra segment off here with a small
Absolutely not going to say any of that. I'm going to be hoping the bug helps you blend in.
Black, you're going all black, yeah? All black everything.
Help me blend in, yeah.
Okay.
In a sea full of things, hopefully no one will notice.
But you are Indy from the Indy Doctor Podcast, so
okay.
That is something. But you're wearing a bug, so no one will recognize you. They're like, oh, is that Indy? That's the hope.
Is that Indy? That's the hope. Yeah, that's the hope. Anyway.
Chalo,
can we go to the main thing I want to talk about?
Chalo, about Sanj. Come on then. Yeah.
Spent the evening with Sanj the other day. And what did we do?
Dunga pyar. That's what
No, I was trying to sit there and speak to her about lyrics and songs.
Okay.
So, have you actually looked at the lyrics for AP Dillon's? What is it? AP Dillon's All Night.
Nope.
Some of the most depressing lyrics you'll ever read in a song. Obviously, I'm sitting there saying like, yeah, this is great. The first line in the song...
You're vibing to it and you think it's great.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, it sounds deep. You know, obviously the Punjabi is way too advanced for me to understand. The first line, "Sari raat maya calls," I thought he's saying, "I spent all night with you," call as in with you, but he's like, no, call as in like phone. How the fuck was I meant to know that?
It's a play on words, isn't it?
Yeah, but I didn't know that. So I was like, already I was off to a bad start. The translation on the lyrics are so depressing. You have no idea what my heart is going through. I can't take a rest, a breath of relief. Sleep is in the edge of my eyes. Restlessness doesn't let me sleep. I am not the only one alone. Today your moon is without its stars too.
It's deep. What an analogy.
What has become of the environment? The noise of the silence is ringing in my ears and is eating my soul. Bruh.
Eating my soul. Okay.
Anyway, I am getting lost within myself. No one is there to find me out. I wander around angry because my eyes haven't cried yet. The time of day isn't late. The night hasn't fully arrived yet. I didn't hide my mistake from anyone. The mistake of calling you mine. My love has lost control. What do? I can't see the road. I need someone to show me the way. It seems like I'm the only one who stays awake, or the lights of the city. I don't want the blowing winds to destroy the palace of my love. Geez. Damn, son.
Dunga pyar.
My hands have lost the strings of love. Hopes have been cut in half. I didn't stay close by you. All is left are the earrings you gave me. Damn. All I go through now is pain. Wasn't patient. I forced my heart, and now my heart is making me dance. Bruh.
He's describing very well what it's like when you're in love with someone and it hurts and there's a breakup. Like, bang on, man. You've been there. I've been there.
Yeah, but I knew this. I knew the song meant something. When I looked at this, I was like, "Yo, damn, this is really, really complex."
Yeah, this isn't.
And it's semi-singing, ducky, but also kind of rapping. Very impressive. Then I listened to Sidhu levels, and I was like, "Yeah, his lyrics really do have levels to it." Because when I looked through that, I thought I would not have picked up on any of this
Intricacies.
Yeah, same people talking shit about him, all this stuff, but he said it in such a smart way. I was like, "Oh, damn, go Sidhu." Then you go to Diljit.
Okay, your wife's favorite.
And Sanj said, "Have you listened to the lyrics to Vibe?" I said, "Yeah, I know the words to Vibe. Like, it's a simple song." She said, No, there's a line about Osama in there." I said, "What?" She said, "There's a line about Osama bin Laden." I said, "Don't fuck around." And she said, "Google it." So I did.
Right.
And look what I discovered.
What's the line?
Just trying to get it. Wait there.
He's saying Sama or Osama.
Osama.
Not Sama. Link what?
Link tere naal lagde Osama de. I think you have a link with Osama.
No, that can't be what it means.
No, bro. You know what? Me and Sam's like, no, that's not true.
Right.
Then we found the translation for it on a YouTube video. Someone wrote the same thing. Osama brackets Al-Qaeda leader.
Okay, send this to one of our people who knows Punjabi music lyrics.
I will.
You know when I check.
I'm just telling you, this is what the lyrics say online. Yeah.
Okay.
Why are you rapping about Osama? So why are you singing about links to Osama? And then at the end of it, you're saying, "You look fab in kurta pajama." I think you just wanted something to rhyme with.
Yeah, that's
pajama.
play words. Yeah, that's play words. Okay. You're like, oh, Diljit's into cross dressing. What is he endorsing here?
Okay. You have broken 15 people's head for me. I hear about your mischiefs. I have broken up with everyone. I have broken up with everyone. You have become mine. It's no small thing. And it's such a happy, dancey song.
Problem with a lot of these songs are I
have broken up with everyone. So you've broken up with everyone for someone that has a link with Osama, who looks fab in kurta pajamas.
I love how you've mismatched that and put those bits right together.
That's the last two bullies right there. I just read them to you in English.
Man killed it. Okay.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I'm gonna start doing this more. I'm gonna start doing read-alongs of Punjabi songs as I
Yeah,
listen
do
to
you
them,
know what they're saying?
just to deep the lyrics. I might make this a weekly segment.
Yeah, we kind of started doing this with the reaction videos as to what they were
We
saying.
could easily but we are just reading the lyrics. We're not gonna get demonetized for this. I'm just reading the lyrics. I'm not playing the song. I'm doing a really bad cover of it. That's entertainment.
That is intense. Your singing was, I like it. You start really strong and then you just tail off.
Absolutely. It's more mumble rap.
Yeah. No, do it, man. I like it. Right, next week, Surjit Vinder Kia. Yar Bolda. What is that talking about? DC salute. Right, I want to know about the DC salute, Indy.
So I'll check it now. Let's check it now.
Oma karke. What is DC salute?
Which one is it?
Yar Bolda. Yar Bolda, lyrics translated.
Yar Bolda, English lyrics. I think it might not have it because it's an old song, but let's see.
Someone's done the work.
Lyrics with English translation.
Who has done the seva?
Oh my God, I got it. Here we go.
Yes.
Soundsofpunjab.com. Shout out to you, man. You are doing this.
The Lord's work.
Again, the DCB salute Marta. They say even the deputy commissioner salutes him.
Yeah. Keep going.
Pyara Chachate Tanedar Rolada. The police inspector falls at his feet. Damn. Fucking hell, okay.
You're pumping it. Yeah.
Jeez.
And then Tena Tera Yar Bolda.
Tuni Boldi Rakini Tuni Bolda. Huh?
Yeah, go on. What's English?
Girl, it's not you talking, it's him talking through you.
Girl, what you is American? Girl, it's not you talking.
Girl, it's not you talking, it's him talking through you.
Yar Bolda.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, you singing is fire, bro. Right, this has to be a thing.
Leave me alone, man.
This is so good. It makes me happy.
God.
If I was sad and
It's
depressed,
so bad.
I would just play it to myself. It's so good.
So bad.
Hold on, any other bits? So what is the song about? So the policeman respect the big man. She's talking through this other man.
What it is, the song is actually about a girl,
Yeah.
and her new relationship with a powerful gangster. That's it. But the Rakia is singing about the gangster's political power. That's literally it.
Right, good. That's what you're dancing to.
That's from bollylyrics.com. Shout out
Right.
bollylyrics.com.
And next week, we'll do Jatadi Pasand. What is that really about?
Yeah.
Indy, in the video, realized that Bindra Kia did not have Jura.
I thought you did, That really hurt me.
You're like, who is this man? Who is this?
Hold on. He runs 25 villages. You should be the girlfriend of such a gangster. Fuck. Okay, all right. This is before Sidhu glorified gangster culture. I'm joking, by the way. Sidhu didn't do that, but yeah. Yeah.
The Pachi is mentioned in that song somewhere. Pachi.
Yeah.
What's the line? Do you sing it?
Jinde pachiya pindiya chi sardi ne lali eho jehi velinar yardi ne yari ne.
Yari ni. Okay.
Jinde pachiya yeah, it is. Yeah. When you try and get it in the flow, it comes off honestly easier.
You adding the flow is so good. You started.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. That's all you know. That's it. If I had to sit there and sing the words through of every Punjabi song slowly, I wouldn't be able to do it. I can mumble it together, but I can't do the intricate little like.
Yeah.
Right.
Listen. Who is Jigiro and who is Atol? Why this relationship in Atol?
Listen, make a list and we'll actually go through it. Okay,
guys, I think it's a great initiative.
This is a great segment. Make a list and people drop your comments below and we will try and go through it. I'll try and sing a bit. He'll try and sing a bit, and then we'll go from there.
Mainly Indy singing it because it's just
go ahead and sing it too.
Good.
Come on.
I'll happily sing it, but I like when you sing.
Kitchke.
Beautiful.
Rum.
Dallara vanguni namasada chalada.
What does that mean?
Dallara vanguni, like a dollar, like the currency. Namasada chalada. My name will live on forever.
That's common. Actually a banging lyric. I wouldn't have thought of that.
What do you think the lyric meant?
I don't know. It was something about a dollar.
Like a bill, you understood $1 bill.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. I understood it was about $1.
Nam, Sada.
Yeah, name. Something about
Yes,
your name. That's it.
Sada, no, so it's not Sada, Sada. Sada means forever. Nama Sada,
This is
Salada.
this is the Dunga words that I've never heard before.
And you trying to sexualize the word Dunga. I mean, do Sharam nahi aandi tenu?
It's only because you said you was
No, no,
shit and
Sharam
going through
nahi
some
aandi.
deep love. And I was like,
No, Sharam nahi aandi.
relax, bro. I ain't seen you for a couple
Listen,
of weeks. You ain't got to tell me about
inne-
this.
Me and Shindy been together 15 years, man. The love is strong and evolves, bro. When she cuts the fruit, I'm like, baby, tu meri fruit katya. Then you mal the lasan. When she
How
cuts the
does it for you?
fruit,
Does it?
mate,
Huh.
फिर उन्हें लहसुन वाले हाथ पाते and I was like, oh my god.
Hi.
Ah, की हो गया. But the bruschetta was beautiful, so की कह
Of
सकते
course
हैं,
it
है ना?
was.
But the question, हुन मैं पूछूंगा when I meet
Listen, if
lady.
Shindy's cooking it, I know it's going to taste good, man. She's a good cook.
She's an excellent cook. As is Sanj's gobi that you do not eat.
Do not eat it. Never will eat it. Sorry, Sanj.
He's not. Why? You're not sorry though. Why?
Love you and
sorry?
all, but it's just not me, innit? Being honest. It's like a Sanj doesn't like Hawaiian. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to hate you for it.
Oh, Hawaiian. I thought you said Hassan doesn't like wine. I was like, okay.
Hawaiian.
Yeah.
We do
Yeah,
not
we can say-
endorse Sharab on this podcast, Karan.
Could I see you and Sanj being wine drinkers?
No.
Have you ever drank wine?
Once or twice.
Bacha, what was your experience?
Very, very drunk because it's very powerful. It's not me.
Not you. Tiga.
It's not nice.
Tiga. Okay, good. Nice
And now I
one.
don't drink much at all, so that's great.
Even better, isn't it? Just like
Great
me.
time.
Great time to be alive, isn't it?
And on that note,
Hanji,
thank you for joining us this week.
great to be
Let
back.
us know the lyrics you want to translate it for next week.
Mhm.
Because, it's more fun for an Indian doctor to do it versus looking on your own. Let's be
Yes,
honest.
it is. But find new stuff is good, but find some really old bangers, man. Like if you want to put the jattan there, would you put the jattan there? Like just get the bangers out.
As long as the translations are available, okay? Because
One
I
day at
can't
the
do it
batch
without.
karahi. Stay away
These
from
websites
the boys.
better help us out, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Whoever's doing the Lord's work, does he continue karo? They will react. And
That's it.
If you find that munda, please get him married to that Gori in New Zealand. Bia kara deo.
Oh, man,
Good
that
job.
poor guy.
Hana? He's there.
Yeah, he
Ammi?
was
Bia karna ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੇ
he
ਤੂੰ
was
ਕਰਾਉਂਗੀ।
he was milking more than one thing on that day. Anyway, on that night. See you guys soon. Goodbye. Thank you guys for watching. Check out the rest of our episodes here and don't forget to subscribe here. We'll see you guys on the next one.